So 14 players said, gonna boycott this. Whose side are you on?
I think that it's not just political. What Donald Trump has done and is doing to Black history is unsavory and is undeniable. Donald Trump is deliberately trying to erase Black people's history for whatever quest. He's elevating Christopher Columbus again. So he deliberately is doing things to Black people that isn't just political. And any Black man that does it is going to obviously catch some level of heat. When a Black person does it, when it's a Black person, I can always tell what kind of Black person. I can always tell what they are.
Whoa, wait, what does that mean, Dio?
Saquon Barkley, he had a girlfriend that threw around the N-word a lot and said she wasn't a gold digger and she wasn't messing with no broke N-words. He looks like that kind of guy that is indifferent to what Black people go through. It's just true. And I think I've noticed that to be consistent with a lot of Black people who show up. They have a shoe booty affect to them.
Well, suppose I did not know that about his girlfriend. I mean, I know who his girlfriend is, but yeah.
So to me, he seems like the type of guy who would do that and be indifferent to what's happening to Black people.
Can't you separate the honor from the person?
I think you can't squeeze honor out of the unhonorable. He's an unhonorable man who assaults Black people, insults our history on a daily basis. We're not talking about somebody that just we having a political disagreement with. We're talking about somebody that's erasing Harriet Tubman and the Tuskegee Airmen and disbanding Black history. There is a reason that the Black people who they have a certain affect about them, they have a certain way about them. They seem to be indifferent to what is happening to Black people and to not care about it. And I think he seeks them out. I think that just like water seeks its own level, those kind of men and women easily show up at these events, and they're great for camera fodder, and they all have the same affect about. I'm not shocked that he dated a white girl that said the N-word, threw the N-word around. He looks like the kind of guy that would do it, and the kind of guy who would do that wouldn't care about what happened to Black people, and wouldn't think it's no big deal to go to a function where a dude assaults our history on a daily basis.
He didn't create this honor. This is a time-honored tradition.
He destroyed this honor. It's a time-honored tradition to have a peaceful transfer of power. It's a time-honored tradition to honor the Constitution. So let's Donald Trump, by any stretch of the imagination, it doesn't bear a semblance to any president we've ever had before. And now you're trying to act like he's presidential. And he is not.
Donald Trump, one of the things everybody says about him, and I know this somewhat to be true from personal experience back in the day, he listens to the last person in the room. And so I get it that you're probably not going to change a lot. But if you have the ability to, he reversed himself on tariffs because certain people quietly got in his ear. So if you're just out of the game, good luck to you for the next 4 years.
Yeah, do you really believe that somebody could change his perspective about the way he sees Black people? He hasn't apologized for the Central Pop 5 almost 40 years ago.
He doesn't apologize.
He has not apologized, and he keeps saying that. This is not conjecture. You can look it up. Donald Trump has a certain lack of respect for Black people, and he demonstrates it all the time. And I think any Black man who goes, or Black woman who goes to see him, has an air of shoe bootiness around them. They do. It's not shocking. It's shocking to me that a dude who would go see Trump dated a white girl that threw the N-word around. It's not shocking to me. Just like you had the Republican congressman, it's not shocking. They look a certain way, they move a certain way, they act a certain way. And I think he senses that in that. There's a reason why the other people who didn't go.
You may not be able to change his POV, but maybe you can change a policy or two. And who cares about the honest inward feelings if it's really about what he does?
INWARD. I care very much that people are eroding Black history and rolling us back to a non-existent. I care that he's taking the protections away about the voters' rights act. I care that he's erasing Harriet Tubman, Tuskegee Airmen, and Jackie Robinson. I care that he's doing that. It's not a slight thing to me. And anybody who thinks it's a slight thing is probably as guilty of that as he is. Because you cannot dismiss, he is deliberately doing what he's doing to us. Deliberately. And any Black dude who does it, there's a reason those other people didn't go, and there's a reason why a man like Saquon felt there was no big deal going. You can look at them. They look a certain way. They have a shoe booty air to them.